Analysts say the conservative makeup of the U.S. Supreme Court could likely stay that way for decades.
There's a good chance President-elect Trump will have 2 Supreme Court vacancies to fill and quite possibly a third. Jay Cole has talked with a constitutional expert who explains what the federal court system could look like under a second Trump term.
Kirsten, in his first term, you'll remember President Trump had 3 Supreme Court appointments, giving it a conservative 6-3 majority. Hamline University law professor David Schultz tells me the way things are lining up now, Trump could impact the entire federal court system more than any other president in recent memory. The highest court in the land has become more diverse in recent years, but there is still a big difference in ideology. 6 current justices were appointed by conservatives and 3 by liberals.
It is really significant at this point.
Justices Sonia Sotomayor, Samuel Alito, and Clarence Thomas are all in their 70s, and there's speculation Alito and Thomas, both appointed by conservatives, could retire.
And there's all kinds of speculation that they might step down so that Trump can replace them with younger conservatives.
Hamline University professor David Schultz says there's even an outside chance that Chief Justice John Roberts could retire.
What we know now is that there's pretty strong relationships between the appointing president, that is the party of the appointing president, and how the justices vote. It's phrased another way. Increasingly, Supreme Court justices look like politicians wearing robes.
ABC News has cited sources who say Justice Sotomayor has no intention of retiring anytime soon. And one political expert saying the Supreme Court in Trump's first term did not always agree with him.
That, however, was a different court, right? Trump has now transformed the Supreme Court, and this court is not one that I think is likely to act as a comparable check.
And if the court moves from a 6-3 to 7-2 conservative majority, Schultz says it would likely stay that way for decades.
So going to a 7-2 court would be an possibly incredibly conservative court that would have a legacy for Donald Trump for probably 30 years.
And Professor Schultz says there are also about 40 to 50 vacancies to be filled for federal judges, which includes the Federal Court of Appeals. He says he expects President Biden to try and fill as many of those as possible, but it's likely President-elect Trump will also have a major say in lower federal court appointments as well. Brett?
All right, Jay Cole's reporting. Jay, thanks.